Hi, if you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support, we're here in the name and muse of Sandra. Here is your shaman scroll made in sacred sepia ink. If you'd like to take a screenshot, so you can scry on your own time and terms, if the camera will allow or the lighting will allow. There we go. And also, this has been made public, so by source Sandra, so please feel free to receive or release. Sandra, we're going to put on oracle cards in the shaman's palm configuration, and as well we have ghost tube here in audio for further inspirations. Receive or release freely, of course. So you know the drill. We are going to open up. You're welcome to join me or fast forward through, whatever you prefer. Taking a nice deep breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of Sandra. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights, and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. All right, let's dig in here. If you want to take a boo with me. Well, look at this little duck. See the little duck in there?
What do I do?
What do I do? Is that a question you're contemplating? What do I do? I'm seeing a duck. I'm also seeing baby birds. Something about elephant ears. Something about remembering or hearing things that I remember. Perhaps memories. I'm also doing something down here. I'm not sure what it is. I think I'm sleeping. I think I'm sleeping down here. Yeah, I feel like I'm sleeping. And like my third eye is doing something. I feel like there's a nest being built, piece by piece, stick by stick. And it's almost met together. I don't know if I'm being very honest, I don't know if I'm building this nest in a block or because I'm going to birth something. Could be a window that you're covering. Or opening up. It's going either which way. I can't decide. And maybe it's gone back and forth. Something when I'm sleeping. Or in the when I'm tired state. Because I'm seeing icicles. Like the show or the movie Frozen. Give me a minute here. I'm seeing a fountain. Like a bird bath fountain. And this bird bath fountain, it's like I'm bathing in it and having fun. Seeing a safety pin. Like one of the ones for when maybe you have babies, had babies. Safety. I also feel like I might be birthing something. I want to come back to the bird's nest, but I can't decide which way it's going to go. I'm reaching out for help, or I think I want to reach out for help. I'm also seeing Cubert. I think it's Cubert. I'm going to start going down your cave here, starting with your cave of Pinky, your cave of ice, in that frozen state, Hunter of Honor. See, somebody's reaching out right there.
It's not for you.
And if I can bring out my Scrying and share this with you. Does that work? Right there. They're like reaching out from above. Something about you've done something in honor of. I'm seeing a laughing lion. Yeah, see, you're birthing something. Shaman of birth. There's a birthing on the go here in this nest. I feel like uber protective. Sorry, give me 2 shakes. No, we're good. Okay. Maybe you're working with color. Color your world. Oh man, I feel so protective. Almost like... What is that? It might even be the Canadian goose where they look approachable, or like a swan, but really they're not. Yeah, I'm seeing like Yogi Bear, but the Yogi Bear is a hunting dog pointing in a direction. Like I've sniffed something out that way. Like I'm seeing a cartoon dog that goes straight, like the tail to the head or to the nose. It's like this way. But I'm like this way or that way, this way or that way. There are two being, one, okay, so there's the dog, but there's all these, I think you have a lot of power animals or spirit animals. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4. This looks like a catfish. That looks like a dog bear or a hot dog, a wiener dog. Not sure what that is. This looks like a different, oh, I can't remember. It's a different kind of dog. They have like a bulldog kind of look. Like there's teeth coming up. Maybe like a hog or a pig or something. Getting like father vibes from that. Dad vibes. Like row, 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 row. Wandering into your other caves. We just need one more. Thank you, Shaman of Stars. Okay, so there's some sort of digging or hammering away at something. I'm seeing a sun, like it's almost like a sundial, but I don't know if it is a sundial. Anyway, in one space it's a sundial, and in the other space, thank you, because I'm literally seeing like I'm digging out to like renovate possibly the kitchen, but I'm seeing some like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, or maybe it'll be overwhelming or but something about the kitchen. There's an energy there that I want to clear out. And like even like possibly you're trying to remove a wall. Now I don't know if this is symbolic. Wound. Like a symbolic wound that I'm trying to remove a wall within myself in the kitchen of, you know, my hearth fires of sorts, because I do have a skill here in my cave of hearth fires. In the cave of winds, I'm birthing something. I'm thinking about something I want, and there is a fire in there, so I feel like I'm cooking. I'm cooking up something, but I don't know if I've said something yet. And even how this person is, it could be like holding up this thing, but I feel like either I'm cooking or going to be doing more cooking. And there's something about opening something up to the possibility of this. It's like I'm seeing myself as a chef of sorts, because I have a skill and I see something being done like early in the morning, or no, it feels more early in the morning, and I'm like getting out of bed and I'm like, okay, gotta go start making the breakfast. Like it's almost like working at a breakfast place or offering something for breakfast and working with the skill and the skillet. Again, this could also be your kitchen or just symbolically your hearth fire. And it's like, I want to do the renovate or the renovation. And I want to see if a wall can be removed to open it up, because I feel like there's something there. But this could also just be a skill that I'm stepping more into, because I'm seeing a white coat, like a chef's coat. And when I come into your cave of rivers of how I'm feeling, it's the journeyer. This is you in this deck. This is you, and I'm on this journey, and in the cave of earth is like drawing them down. But look at all these ideas I have. Look at all these thoughts, all these stars, and there's like hungry people ready to like gobble them up, gobble up my ideas. There's a castle way, way, way in there. I feel like I might be. It's like seeing a castle in the distance. And if I may, what's coming through, it's like, but I'm a little worried it's really a tower. You know what I mean? Like in talking tarot. It's almost like, is the tower the tarot, or the cat? Idiotic. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, weak, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you're thinking that you're being an idiot. I'm not really sure. I have here feast of plenty that has come through, and along with the empty well. And I will bring this down so you can scry with me. In your cave of ice, supporting the hunter of honor, somebody that's reaching out to you, maybe in this nest of your mind or your third eye, or even just this idea, some sort of crystallization coming through. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. And if those mean anything to you, follow that first. But for me, it's like I'm seeing even like this of on a plate, and it's like high frequency food, like maybe it's been creatively cultivated or something along, and there's garnish. And when I wander into your cave of winds, empty well, it's time to replenish. It's like, because I'm a little sleepy. And it's like I'm cleaning out the sink of something. Okay, so I'm also seeing that as a birth canal. Whether that's your third eye to the cosmos, to the stars. I'm not really sure. But my skill is connected. My heart is connected to something. Watching. Yeah, and then you have the watchers here watching you on this journey. You are being watched by somebody in spirit. There it is right there. See this woman in here? If you're on a phone, you can zoom in. There we go, if that's helpful. I'm yanking things out up here. I'm also seeing... give me a moment. Work. In different phases that are creating, if I don't know exactly what they're, it's not really my forte, building or engineer, I don't know what it is, it's fine. And they're like in the corners. They're braces, bookshelf braces. Maybe I'm building bookshelves, or I need bookshelves. I want bookshelves. And I'm kind of pulling things out. I'm cooling things on my own obstacles. What I'm saying is an obstacle. The farther gate is over here. A bold step forward. And on the bottom of the shaman's deck is the companion, which is spirit. In this deck, this is you, the journeyer. And this is spirit. Very, very rare for that to come up like that. There's like this gentle hum of a light. And I can see it like swinging as though I'm like in a butcher's freezer or something. It's a little creepy. And I'm trying not to let my imagination run amok. Don't let my imagination run amok. But it's highlighting something that's cooling down before I can touch it, before I can take it, before I can decide, like blowing on it before it goes in your mouth type thing.
You.
It's connecting to something in my heart that is like of emerald green. And I'm also seeing emerald green paint color or some shade of green. It's deeper. Or there's like an accent wall of something. And there's like a specific light fixture or the way that the light hits it that makes it look very inviting. Very inviting.
Run now.
I gotta run away. When I come back into your cave of rivers, how I'm feeling, I feel like I'm being watched. Because that birthing thing is on the go. And possibly this woman. These gates are like ready there. But I feel like there's a creepy old crone there. Or, something that's gonna... I don't know, witchy ways, but there's holding, it's actually what she, so, okay, thank you. So this is bringing me into more of like what could be your energy, and symbolically speaking, applying, it doesn't have to be cooking, but put it in place of where it feels well for you. She's wearing oven mitts. And now I'm seeing like Hansel and Gretel kind of feel, which is funny. Probably not funny for Hansel and Gretel, but you know what I'm saying. There's oven mitts. It's like I get to cook from home, or I get to bake from home. And that's how I start doing something. The way I serve myself, my family, my spirit, connecting to spirit, getting back to that, re-inviting that, re-inspiring that. Because on the bottom, yeah, love, relationships, and harmony. There's a lot of connectivity. But I feel like drawing things down into your cave of earth with a horseman herald of change. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this change. This could be upcoming in other seasons. I feel like I'm just mulling about it right now. Like I'm still in where before I really move forward, I'm gonna kind of empty out. Evolution, bringing the new, and then over here in your aura is Archangel Sandalphon with you now. So I'm telling you, I'm telling you because I can't get over the blatant feeling that there's somebody in spirit watching over you and something's being birthed. There's birthing the new. You heard it here first, folks. Sandra, whatever spark you're going to present to the world, communication, speak up and be heard. I feel like it's the conversations maybe that you even have with yourself. See, and they're reaching like there to there. You know those things on the bottom of baseboards, and like if a door closes so that it goes prong, brrr, prong, brrr. I don't know why, but that's how I'm seeing it. Anything else for Sandy's aura? I'm also seeing, okay, so they're in Mario Brothers. They're the mushrooms, but they're in a different level, or they're in a different place, or they're closer devil. To when you, yeah, it's right in there. It's like a little devil guy, but they're closer to when you get to like closer to Bowser's something or other. And they have like metal caps on. Stronger and stronger. Letting go, time for release. The fall season. This is when the perfect season to let things fall away and empty out. Like you see, even if I put that there, your aura there, birthing, time to replenish. It's almost like, if I may, it's like I want to kind of reinvigorate myself or rebrand myself. Yep, creation, expansion in your life. It's not because it's not enough. There's something else calling me to collaborate.
He told me.
And there's a conversation, I think, with a lot of people watching you. It's like this heart that's being held. See these eyes here? And then these long arms, and they're holding the heart together. And they actually even, they're on like a kickstand. Like I have one here, like this thing. Okay, hold on. Like this type of thing that would hold like and I see a heart on this. Beloved, radical acceptance. Like this is the heart. Look at that. How great is that? But I need to shatter something. I need to shatter. I know I'm not trying to offend anything, to say nothing in my life needs to be shattered. It's almost like in order to fulfill a feeling, I need to dive deeper into that feeling. So it's not just a feeling. I need to wander into it. Remove branches and brush and obstacles. It's like applying the same kind of ingredients I would to cooking, because this seems to be a theme here. The same thing I would apply to cooking. Oh, okay, I need this, I need that, I need this to make the base, and then I want to add this. Okay, and then there's also this freedom part. I'm feeling a little this, I'm feeling what's fresh in the garden, what was at the grocery store. And it's somehow like in this conversation of whatever it is, it's like, well, what do I do? Where do I go? What is it that I want to do? Sit with that feeling. Maybe you write down the ingredients that you're feeling right now. And then you look at that. And then you write other things, like one of those thought bubble things, right? And you put your name in the middle, and then you start putting all these, sticks around it. And you start seeing the idea come to fruition, or you start looking at paint colors and getting swatches, and you put them on the wall and you start really taking a look at it. Nothing's finite. But I want to continue deeper into the feelings, what may be hidden amongst the brush of my third eye space, or it's just simply my ideas, mulling things around of what interests me, what intrigues me, what's frustrating me. Communication has come up twice as well. Sorry. Apparently I don't pay attention. Okay, so with the Judas tree, seduction, it makes me come into that feeling of like Bowser's. Okay, and look there's even like frogs over here, but they look like sleepy frogs. But to be honest with you, I'm seeing it from like the cartoon Big Mouth, the gratitude, the gratitude. And there's a part in, I don't know what season it is, but I think it's the girl, maybe it's the boy, they meet the gratitude. And I'm a little worried about the knowledge that I might even reveal to myself. Like I might have a gift and I need to accept it. I need to spend time nurturing it. And I'm like, oh, but that's just something else. But then it's not as easy to prioritize it like a tangible, like say I'm renovating my kitchen or my bathroom, and it's like, or I'm going to, redo this, or I'm going to redo that, or I'm going to clean my car. That's the effort has almost immediate gratification, give or take some time. We're working with spirit, with the invisible, the skill. It's almost like you're not going to get any sort of appreciation in the same way. But there's a skill there worth connecting to. And I have a feeling it has something to do with your dream state. I'm hearing row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, undecided. Merrily, merrily, life is but a dream. And I am undecided. I can see that. There's another heart in there. It's like I'm allowed to have many loves, many likes. Sorry, so in your cave of ice is the Judas tree of seduction, and the message is your own passion may cause you suffering. Keep alert to what is not yet in sight, and danger can be avoided. And this is by going in the invisible. It's like that whole, is it a castle or is it a tower? And it's like my own passion for things, or as I'm trying to, maybe I'm not admitting some of them, or I don't necessarily want to say them yet. But you're alert, maybe too alert, to avoid any sort of danger. And then when I come into the cave of, sorry, I got to stretch my neck out there if that's something that you're working with. When I come into your cave of winds, it's the juniper tree of security. Protective powers guard against harm and bring victory through the bravery. And you're being asked to be brave. Whenever it comes to the silent communication, there might also be somebody around you that is going to say something to you, or they're going to offer you an opportunity. And you're like going to want to see it as an obstacle, as a reaction. But I think that you're inevitably at least going to step into it, but there may be like some clarifications asked, like more inquisitions, because we're coming into the communication, the skill, connectivity, and communication. And then you also have communication over here. And in your cave of hearth fires is a windfall of the almond tree. Inner riches grow from psychology maturity, bringing a windfall of good fortune. There's a maturity absolutely at play here. That's a much nicer word than I could, conjure up in my brain. And it's like I want a tree to be full. You're welcome to speak here. We're here for Sandra. I want this tree to be full right off the hop, but I just planted it. Or I planted it a long time ago and it's been doing okay on its own, but now I'm going to start actively nurturing it. And then when I come into your cave of feelings with communication of the orange tree, you will receive the unconditional bounties of heaven following your heart. And the heart has been a big thing here. I'm also seeing a giraffe. Is it a giraffe? No, it's a dragon. It's like Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea. But I'm looking at the dragon, this Puff the Magic Dragon, like it's Pokeroo. And it's like I can't seem to nail it. Like I'm playing Twister with it with all the dots with Pokeroo. But it's because I'm the one who's doing that. I'm the one who's doing that. You have a windfall here in so many areas. And maybe you do. You keep running away from it in one way or another. And then last but not least, in your cave of earth with the shaman of stars, horseman, herald of change, creation, expansion in your life is the apple tree of romantic love. By giving love, you will be showered by love in return. Love is to see good in all things. And while that may mean something to you, it's like apples and oranges. Apples and oranges.
Buried.
And there are seeds. There are seeds, berries. Like you have trees in places you may not even know about that are bearing fruit and asking you to consider coming in to, kind of taste the harvest and see what you can do with it. Somebody might see an orange and peel the orange and eat the orange. Somebody else is going to see the apples and oranges and see an opportunity to, I can juice this and I can add a little bit of this. I can add a little bit of that. And now I have a smoothie. And now I have a breakfast smoothie. Maybe you're just having breakfast smoothies I don't know what it is, but it's something along that lines. And like loving that process, loving the transformation. And less being so hard on myself and being my own obstacle. And observe it and knowing when I'm being when I'm creating an obstacle, see an obstacle and see the opportunity to just move around it or turn around the other way. I'm also seeing like oil drilling. And the Ouroboros. And the oil drilling to me is like bringing in that windfall, like digging deeper to get to that goods. All right, Sandra, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Until next time, thank you. Bye.